Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Peace and much love, gratitude to all you guys for clicking on tonight's video. So, if y'all are looking at the title, this is going to be an awesome video, man. It was just something that kind of came to me earlier when I was, taking a couple of laps around my neighborhood, out here in the usual area, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me make a video explaining to everybody the concept of as above, so below, right? Y'all probably heard about that already. For some of you who haven't, stick around, man. Stay tuned. Try to hear your first person's perspective, right? That probably didn't make no sense, but check me out, right? So you know how they say, when it comes to manifestation, right? Manifesting what you want and all that. Creating the best reality you can for yourself. See, what now is really starting to just click to me, it's starting to make sense, is that it's imagination, man, right? Everything starts in the spiritual realm first when it comes to what you're manifesting, right? So eventually over time, it'll start to trickle down. Right, it'll start to trickle down, and then you'll start to really be able to do what you want, man, in terms of saying, you know what, I'm capable of doing this. I'm going to be able to create my own life. I'm going to be in charge of my own life, right? Because so many, people in general are walking around, not really even in control of their life, man, right? And let's be honest, some people really aren't, right? They're being told by somebody else what to do. Right, they're basically a slave, and they don't even know it. Right, they're basically a slave, and they have no idea. They're not even aware, man, because they don't have control over their own self. Right, which is why it's important to get yourself together. Right, which is why they tell a lot of inmates who fresh up out of prison, this is the time to get your life right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to really, relatively speaking, I guess, or whatever, since that's a big word I've been, hearing tossed around a lot lately. It's kind of funny, actually, but anyways, when you get your life right, when you get yourself right, eventually it'll lead you to getting your life right, and it's going to take time. And sometimes with people who've completely given up on themselves, they don't realize that they were the one who was completely in control of everything that they were doing. But then again, it's not like we could have changed it, right? And this is where stuff can start to get deep, because then that leads to believing. For some, which is not a belief, man, it's just the truth, right? And it's meant to resonate with certain people. It's not going to resonate with everybody, right? Because this takes time for everyone to learn and, get adapted to as a state of mind, as a mindset, to help them, be guided through life, right? So this is just my perspective on it. So I'm just, while also, trying to explain it at the same time to you guys, just hoping that it makes sense, right? Because I'm not the best at this, I'm a student and training myself, so I'm still learning, man. I'm still figuring out how to put it in the most simplistic way I can, to where it still makes sense, yet it'll have you thinking like, wow, I had no idea, right? I wasn't even aware of that. I didn't know that was a possibility. You see where I'm going with this, you guys? Right. So, it's crazy to imagine that we got so much potential in us that, to the point where eventually one day you're going to be forced to unleash it, right? Like Gohan, man, from Dragon Ball. I make a lot of anime references and stuff like that, because I grew up on that stuff myself. So I'm in love with it. I'm probably going to be an old man still watching it, right? But anyways, it's kind of like Gohan, man. Potential unleashed. You guys know that form, a.k.a. Mystic Gohan. He just realized all that potential. It was like it was just latent potential that was waiting to just come out and show the world what it was capable of, what it can do, what it could achieve. See what I mean? And that same concept literally applies to us, man. We got potential like Gohan, man. I'm not saying we're going to be flying around or nothing like that. Let's keep it real, right? But I'm just saying in terms of like manifesting what we want, you know. It all starts with visualization, man. It's all in the mind, right? That's all that we are, is our thoughts. And shout out, credit to Bro Sanchez. He said it first, as far as I'm aware, and more or less likely, he's the only one who really says it. So shout out to the OG, man, for that, because that's where I heard it from. So, you know, when you move throughout life like that, knowing what you're capable of, knowing what you can achieve, even if you look goofy at whatever it is that you're doing, that you're trying to get you to that next level, right? Man, that's okay, man. You're going to look goofy to some people who are doing what it is that you love doing. You know, that's something I always was aware of, man. A lot of people really should be aware of that, you know, which is why some people give up on things like YouTube, a certain career, right? Because they're listening to somebody else telling them what they need to do, right? Like I said, this ain't directed at nobody, but I've gone through it before, so I'm just telling you guys, right? And for anybody who does go through stuff like that on the daily, man, don't give up on yourself, man. Don't give up on the people who do push you to do better, right? Just keep it up, man, because you ain't alone in this, bro. You're really not. Sometimes I still go through it myself, man. So, just in case anybody needed to hear that last little bit, you know, but yeah, yeah, man. I'm just starting to realize this, you guys. So, you know, sooner or later, I'm gonna be where I need to be at in life, right? I'm gonna be good. You know, I'm gonna be fully capable of bringing forth from the spirit realm down here into this earthly realm, right? This holographic reality. Some of you guys probably might think that's ridiculous the moment I said it, but hey, you know, you just got to be an observant type of person, man, to see beyond the veil, right? You got to see that life is much more than what we think and what they told us, which is why I share some of the things that I share on my community tab as well, man. It's just to kind of have people think a little bit deeper, right? Really open up their minds to saying, you know what, let me think for myself for once, right? For once, let me think for myself. Let me decide what it is that I think is nonsense, that I think makes sense to me, but also that just it just seems connected with everything else, right? So yeah, man, I'm not gonna keep you guys too long on this video because the last ones I've been uploading lately have been like 13-14 minutes, just to keep them just kind of keep them like fluctuating up and down, right? So, you know, but anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here around 8 minutes. You guys drop your boy a like if you appreciate the message, you resonate with it. Of course, I always hope you guys do, because it's good to know that some people they get it, right? Some people can really understand what it is that you're saying, right? And you know, just to show some support, man, you guys drop some comments and drop some love. I always encourage it, but of course, do your own thing. It's your life. You are the only one who's in control, man, right? And finally, you guys don't forget to hit that subscribe bell if you're fresh on the channel, if you're new here, and if you appreciate me and you want to become part of the family, man. All right, so with that being said, peace and much love, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the house, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Peace.